Hey everyone, so you're thinking about the iPhone 13 Pro in 2025. Maybe you're looking to buy one used, or maybe you've been using it for a while and you're wondering, is it time for an upgrade? It's confusing, right? So in this video, I just want to share my honest experience. We're going to talk about everything, the design and that beautiful ProMotion display, how the performance feels with the latest iOS, what the camera is actually like in 2025, and yeah, we'll definitely talk about the battery life. We'll also touch on the new iOS 26 and the whole Apple Intelligence thing. My goal here is simple: to give you the real world info you need so you can decide if this phone is still the right choice for you. Let's get into it. So let's kind of rewind for a second. When the iPhone 13 Pro came out back in 2021, it was a pretty big deal. For me and for a lot of people, the headline feature was the ProMotion display. This was the first iPhone to get that super smooth 120Hz adaptive refresh rate, and honestly, even now in 2025, it still feels incredible. It just makes everything from scrolling through your feed to playing games feel so fluid. It's one of those things that once you use it, it's really hard to go back to a standard 60Hz screen. It also had the A15 Bionic chip, a major camera upgrade, and seriously the best battery life we had seen in an iPhone up to that point. It was a true pro phone, and that's why I think it's still in the conversation today. Now, let's talk about how it holds up. The design, it's basically the same design language Apple is still using. You've got these flat stainless steel sides. This is the graphite color, by the way, which I think has aged really well. It feels premium, it doesn't feel old. The only real giveaway that it isn't the newest model is maybe the notch, which is a bit wider than on the newer iPhones with the dynamic island. But honestly, in my day-to-day use, I don't even notice it anymore. It just disappears into the background. And that Super Retina XDR display, it's still fantastic. It's bright, it's sharp, colors are amazing. Whether I'm watching videos or editing a quick photo, it's a joy to look at. Paired with ProMotion, the display is without a doubt still a 10 out of 10 for me. Okay, so how does it feel to use in 2025? This is probably the most important part, right? Well, this phone is running the latest iOS 26 public beta, and I have to say, my experience with this beta has been surprisingly great. A lot of the little bugs from early iOS versions seem to be ironed out. It feels more fluid, and it seems like Apple has done some tweaks to the battery and thermal management because the phone doesn't get as warm with this update, which is a nice little bonus. In terms of raw power, the A15 Bionic chip is, well, it's still a beast. I did run a Geekbench 6 test and you can see the scores here. I got 2325 for single core and 4609 for multi-core. Now, are the newest iPhones like the 15 or 16 series faster? Yes, on paper they absolutely are. But here's the thing. See, when I'm just going about my day, texting, browse, watching YouTube, even doing some light gaming, this phone never feels slow. It handles everything I throw at it without any stutter or lag. For 95% of what most people do on a phone, this is still more than enough power. Now, we have to talk about Apple Intelligence. The iPhone 13 Pro will not be getting Apple's new AI features, and for some, that might be a deal breaker. But for me, honestly, it's not. Apple Intelligence right now is still in its very early beta stages. And personally, for any serious AI tasks, I'm already using other tools anyway. I find myself using things like Gemini or ChatGPT, which are incredibly powerful and available on any device. So while it would have been nice to have, the lack of Apple Intelligence doesn't really change how I use my phone. Alright, let's move on to the cameras. This is another area where the 13 Pro I think still really shines. You have this amazing triple lens system, a wide and ultra wide, and a proper 3x telephoto lens. In good lighting, the photos you can get from this phone are stunning. They are sharp, the colors are natural, and they are practically indistinguishable from the photos on much newer phones. The video is also classic, iPhone stable, reliable, and just looks fantastic right out of the camera. Cinematic mode is here and it works pretty well. Where you start to see the difference is in two main areas, low light and zoom. Newer iPhones and some competitors do a better job of brightening up really dark scenes and produce cleaner images. And of course, the iPhone 16 Pro models now have that 5x zoom, but for everyday photos, for capturing memories, for your social media. This camera system is still absolutely fantastic and more than capable for most people. Okay, now for the not so great part, my battery. As you can see right here, my battery health is at 73%, and Yeah, I feel it. When the phone was new, the battery life was incredible, but after 3 years of heavy use, it just doesn't last a full day for me anymore. If I'm out and about, I'm definitely reaching for a charger or a power bank by late afternoon. So this is the biggest thing you need to consider. If you buy a used iPhone 13 Pro, you have to check the battery health. If it's low, like mine, you should probably factor in the cost of a battery replacement. From Apple, that's about $89. It's not terrible, and once you do that, it'll feel like a brand new phone again in terms of endurance. It's just an extra cost and a bit of a hassle you need to be aware of. So we've come to the big question. Is the iPhone 13 Pro worth it in 2025? Here's how I see it. If you're looking to buy one today for the right price, absolutely. You're getting a premium build, a world-class 120Hz display, and a processor that's still incredibly fast for everyday use. It offers a pro experience that you just won't find in new mid-range phones at the same price point. Just be mindful of that battery health. If you're a current user, honestly, I don't feel a burning need to upgrade right now. The phone still feels fast and modern thanks to iOS 26. The camera is great and the display is top tier. Unless you are a power user who absolutely needs the fastest chip for intense gaming, or you really want Apple Intelligence and the dynamic island, I think you can comfortably hold on to the 13 Pro for another year. This phone has hit a point where it's just a fantastic value. It's a testament to how good it was when it launched. It has aged beautifully. So that's my take on the iPhone 13 Pro in 2025. I hope this was helpful for you. If you have one, let me know what you think in the comments below. How's your battery holding up? Are you thinking of upgrading? I'd love to hear from you. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.